What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data. Be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a small block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 12 o'clock, we have some crude news, and at 2:30, we have some CFTC data being released. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a trend day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened with a bearish move to the downside that suggested that we might see additional selling pressure from the bears. However, after price swept the liquidity underneath yesterday's lows and the bulls were able to find support, the market rallied 507 points to the upside, finding resistance here at this key level. And once price broke out of this key level around 252, the Nasdaq rallied an additional 320 points to the upside, retesting and taking out yesterday's highs. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. Based on where the session closed, we could see a bearish move to the downside. And if we do see that bearish move, I'm looking for the bulls to come back in at a range between 465 and 445. Here, if the bulls fail to protect this range and the bears are able to continue the selling pressure to the downside, a second range that I'm going to be looking at is a range between 400 and 385. Here is where I feel that if the bulls fail to protect this area and break above these highs, we can see a lot more room for downside, and we can take out these lows and expect additional selling pressure to the downside. But with all this bullish momentum that we saw during the market, we saw all this trending pressure to the upside, I expect that the bulls are not done. I feel that if we do continue to trade higher overnight, we could see a range between 675 and 635. And this is where the bears are going to have to step in if they want to successfully sell this market down. Because a break above 675, a retest within that range, and the bulls manage to blast off, we can definitely see another trending day. However, if the bulls fail to take price higher above 675 and the bears are successful in defending that area, we could see that massive move to the downside. And if you look over here at the hourly chart, you can see that this range lines up with the 200 EMA. So I will definitely be keeping my eyes at this range, and I want to see how price reacts once it trades into this area. So the price action overnight is definitely going to be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And just like the NQ, during the overnight session, we did see a bearish move down, which suggested that the market still had more room for downside. However, after a sweep of liquidity from yesterday's lows and the bulls found support, we saw the market rally 180 points to the upside, retesting and taking out yesterday's highs. And just like the NQ, we did see price close in this area. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So I do expect that we should see a retracement on the ES. However, if we do see price continue to trade to the upside, I'm going to be looking for price to reject in a range between 383 and 373. Here, I expect the bears to come in and I expect for them to sell price down. Now, if the bears are successful in selling at this range, I'll be looking for the bulls to step back in a range between 318 and 309. And this is where I believe that if the bulls fail to protect this range, we can expect more room to the downside. Now, we do have these EMAs sitting between 290 and 281. Around the area where the price broke out and we started to see price trend. If we do see a break below this level, I do expect for the market to take out this low and we see additional downside retesting this low. Now, we've seen a lot of volatility in this market. This entire week, both the Nasdaq and the ES has moved well over 100 points in one session. And going into tomorrow's session, I don't expect that to change. So I will be watching the price action overnight. So it's definitely going to be essential to plan your trades tomorrow because I do expect for the markets to have more volatility. And in summary, both markets had bearish opens. Both markets found support after sweeping yesterday's lows, which resulted in a massive rally. And finally, both markets took out yesterday's highs. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.